Hi, my name is Teresa. Today we're going to talk about how to increase well-being and work performance by knowing how our body clock works. Let's go! Hi, my name is Teresa. I'm the founder and CEO of 30-Minute MBA. We increase workplace engagement through actionable learning. I'm also a keynote speaker, traveling the world, talking about mindset, entrepreneurship, business culture. And today we're going to talk about how to increase well-being and work performance by understanding body clock. So I'm sure that some of you have seen that there is something that's quite popular right now, and that's that everyone should wake up super early, like 4 or 5 in the morning, and then kickstart their day. And there are specific habits that some successful people used to have, or seems to have, that we all should follow. But there is one important aspect of this that is not covered, and that is something that the Nobel Prize in 2017 in medicine was given for, and that's the circadian system, or easily expressed, our internal body clock. So when you are given the advice that regardless who you are, that you should do things in a certain way, what's not considered is how your own body is working. So this is what this is about, understanding our own body clock, and then optimizing our life around that instead of following generic advice. So to start with, what is body clock? So basically we all have different rhythms in us that we can live in line with during the day. And the rhythm is basically, if we simplify this and we talk about if you're a morning person or a night person, if you're a lark or if you're an owl, then and start to design our lives accordingly, we are in a good step ahead. But our body clock regulates everything from body temperature, body heat, and it ebbs and flows during the day. So that's one of the reasons why we peak in energy during certain times and have lower energy during other times. And the majority of us have a lowest energy at 4 a.m. in the morning and the highest at 7 p.m. But that's the generic numbers. That doesn't mean that everyone has body clocks that are accordingly. Because imagine that you feel that you should do things in a certain way, but it doesn't really fit with, it doesn't feel right. There might be something like, yeah, I should do this, or I should do that. I should wake up early, I should go to bed really early. But if you're an owl, a night person, that's really bad advice. Because your most productive hours would probably be during the night, evening or night. So cutting them out and then forcing your body into some rhythm that is not in line with your own body clock, it's not a good idea. At least not if we want to have a high level of well-being and performance over time. So the first thing that is important to do is to understand if you're a morning or a night person. And we can identify that by seeing when do we have our peaks in energy during the day and when do we feel naturally tired. Because as I said, the body clock influences everything from body heat and when we feel sleepy and when we need to have food and blood pressure, and all of those things are influenced by that. So when we live in line with that, we're going to feel a lot better. So number one is to identify when we feel most productive and have most energy. And I think most of you would know if you're a morning or night person already. So step two then is to sit down and basically take a piece of paper and a pen and write down what would be the optimal way, an optimal day in your life, considering your body clock. Not your current schedule, just your body clock. If you could design your life in any way you wanted, how would that look like? Would you wake up early? Would you wake up late? When would you have time? When would you eat? When would you do your most important work? When would you take meetings, etc.? So basically just having that as a base is step 2. Then step 3 is to look at our current calendar and see what we can change for the better. So this 9 to 5 structure that a lot of companies have, it's slowly moving away, or it's not really optimized for the modern workplace. So ensuring that you are working when you're most productive and most energy would really affect both your engagement, of course, but also your productivity and your performance. So it might not be easy to change this like overnight, but doing that over time is definitely something that we would advise. So at this point, you have identified if you're a morning or a night person. You have written down your optimal day, and you looked at your schedule and see what can you change. One thing to really strengthen your body clock is to develop morning and night routines, regardless what time it is, or regardless if it's night or day outside your window. And we have some videos down below about an effective morning routine and an effective night routine that you can check out. But the important thing here is when we start to work with lifestyle design and live in line with a body clock, we are really starting to feel better overall. So we become more clearer, we become more excited, and we have more energy overall, instead of feeling tired, even if we have had a good night's rest. So that's the core of the body clock. And the fun fact is that most world records have been set at night, actually, due to how our bodies are working. But as I said, this varies. We all have different body clocks. The important thing is to design a lifestyle that is aligned with your body clock. And if you want to boost your performance and kickstart that morning and night routine, we have a gift for you. It's called a Futuristic You with a 30-day challenge that you can access in the description box below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below if you're a morning or night person. And remember, achieve greatness. Bye!